Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will be talking about my own principles of life that I have acknowledged. For 23 years, I have learned and gone through a lot, good and bad events. Therefore, I wanted to help you to avoid as many problems as possible through these life principles. Hopefully, you become successful with these tips as you move into the future. If you felt like you learned something from this video, please hit the like and subscribe for more videos. Okay, it's time to transition. Let's dive into the content. Here are my 3 life principles which I learned through mistakes and dark past. The order does not matter. All these life principles which I am going to discuss are important and you should know them for your own benefits. First thing first, do not let what others think or say of you bring you down. You don't need to care about anything other people say about you. This includes your close ones, such as your parents or siblings and friends. If you love to do something that is not ordinary or not welcomed by the people around you, do you just give up or continue? I will continue because living in this world is to be happy and satisfied with yourself, not others. Opinions from other people are just nonsense and meaningless to you as an individual who enjoy your own life. Let me ask you one question. Let's say, for example, if you really love becoming a professional sport player, are you going to give up because someone has told you that you are not athletic enough and you have poor skills? Or do you use those criticism as motivations to push yourself harder and prove not only to them but also to yourself that you can do something? If you give up, then it only means that you're not passionate about the subject enough, or you are too distracted and lack confidence in yourself that makes you listen to others blindly. Personally, I hate my parents for this because I was always an obedient child who always followed their words. I hate them because I was so late to understand this principle that it really stopped me from improving myself and following my dreams, the things that I love to pursue. I love to sing and wanted to become a singer despite how bad my voice is. My parents told me to not go this path because it is out of the ordinary, or basically not the path which they wanted me to go. They are putting their ideal image on me, which is unforgivable and catastrophic to me. And if you are parents, please do not say anything like that to your kids. I just don't feel any sense of freedom or joy because I am being forced to do something they told. My point to you is that you should be the one who decide on what to do, where to go, and who to be, not your parents or your friends or your family members. If you wanted to be happy living in this world, then you should forget about what other people said because everybody are different and unique in their own way. Another example, I have always wanted to become a nurse who can help others during their most vulnerable time in life. However, my parents wanted me to do something else in their favor, like a lawyer or an accountant. This is totally manipulation. I don't believe anyone can be successful listening to others and forced to agree with something they disagree. I shouldn't listen to my parents who didn't even finish middle school. I am a first generation college student, just so you know. I think this is especially the problem with Asian kids, that they are too obedient when it comes to education and other formal events. You should make your own judgment. If you fail, it's okay. You will still learn from the mistake. It is worse to fail listening to other people's advice. Although I mention Asian kids particularly, but it applies to everybody. So here comes number 2 life principle. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are what pushes and motivates us to pass beyond our current level. In fact, I believe mistakes should be created daily. This can tremendously improve one's ability to survive in this society. Of course, it is quite hard to achieve mistakes every day, and I understand that mistakes to most people are uncomfortable and unfriendly. Because in order to make mistakes, you have to put lots of effort into something. And most people don't have the time, passion, or the budget to build up a mistake. I understand that you probably are confused at this point, like what the heck am I talking about? But please be patient with me. I am sure you will understand at the end of this video. Going back, If you are so feared to make any mistakes, you're basically missing out a lot of opportunities that benefits you in becoming a better version of you. Let me give you an example. I have mentioned in the previous video that I am currently learning about the stock market. I have lost lots of money due to me being ignorant and lack of knowledge. However, it is actually not bad to lose that money or make a mistake, because in reality, it is like exchanging my money for the knowledge which I lacked. After making that mistake, I realized that it doesn't work the way I expected and I need to do more research and comes out with different strategies. My message for you is that I wanted you to know a person can never be successful if he has never been through trouble and making mistakes. In order to succeed, you have to fail at one point of your life. Then you will step over that level by realizing your mistake and come up with a way to solve it. Oftentimes, people see mistakes as an enemy and try to avoid it at all costs. What they don't know is that mistakes make your life miserable and make you work harder so that your life can be more enjoyable in the future. You need to sacrifice a part of you to acquire more harvesting or knowledge in this case. It is like in order to open a business that can make you money, you have to invest some of your money in the first place. I hope you all understand at this point regarding the significance of mistakes. My last principle that I am grateful to be able to realize at this time of my life is to focus on yourself. Arguing or complaining does not do any good. Arguing with people because they dislike you or disagree with you is a total waste of time. If your mindset is mature enough, there's no need to even start an argument. As long as you believe in yourself, opinions from other people don't really mean anything. I was so foolish to argue with my mom, who didn't even have a middle school education. Arguing with people who are not at the same level as you or having the same understanding of knowledge as you is the dumbest thing one can do. Let me give you an example. I used to argue with my mom on the subject of health. I always remind her to exercise and eat healthy daily, also consuming enough water to maintain homeostasis. She doesn't really care what I told her. She's living her life the worst way possible from the medical standpoint. She does not drink enough water, does not exercise, and she's a picky eater who rarely eats enough meat. All she does is laying on the bed and watching TV on a daily basis. There are much more bad habits about her, but I am not going over everything. This is just letting you know that when someone is that low of knowledge and education, even she's my mom, it is pointless to teach her the correct way and arguing with her. I am not looking down on my mom. I just gave up correcting her since she doesn't believe anything that I said. She's like living in a completely different world than I am. And this is upsetting to me because I feel like the society has already abandoned my mom because she's not that enthusiastic when it comes to learning. As long as she's happy and satisfied with her life, I am happy as a son. Because changing is difficult for most people who can't tolerate hard work. My point is that to you, as an individual, you should concentrate on your own business. Instead of arguing or trying to change someone's mindset, you should invest that time on something you love and are passionate about. If someone has a completely different mindset than you, you two are living in two different worlds. Nothing can be achieved in an argument. It's just like the people you see right now in the pandemic. Some people doesn't believe that COVID is real. Others are really fear of COVID and wearing a mask all the time. Can you imagine if it is possible to change the mindset? No, you can't change. The world will be much better in peace if people's mindset can be changed so easily. The quiet ones in the class are always the smartest one. The louder ones are usually foolish and have no ability to survive in the society. I am not saying 100%, but that's the case most of the time. That's all for this video. If you are still confused or interested in hearing more from me, feel free to leave any comments or questions. I understand that it can be difficult to absorb what I said, but I hope you got some insights from me about life. Thank you all for watching. I wish you all the best and succeed in your life.